Hello and welcome. Welcome to the live catalogue launch today. Hooray! I am launching this fabulous new catalogue and I'm hoping that we'll have a whole bunch of people here to join us, and I'm very excited to do it. Yay! Hi Emma, hi Chris. I'll say hello to a few people at the start, but I'm going to get into it pretty quickly because my plan is today to do several live videos. So I'll do one now and then another one. I'm just really deciding on my program. I was going to do another one at 2 o'clock. I think I still will. I'll do another one at 2 o'clock, so let's say that, and I'll put that up as an announcement as well. But I've got children to go pick up after that, and I forgot, being a Wednesday, my daughter has extension history, which means I have to do 2 school pickups today. Well, 1 pickup from the station and 1 pickup from school, so that's going to wipe out my afternoon. Hi Jillian, how are you doing? So lots of cool stuff to show you today, and yes, it is the first day of the catalogue. Now, before we get too far, I have posted a picture of a whole bunch of my retiring stamps, and I'm making that a special deal for people who are ordering via the online store today and tomorrow. With the code, okay? But what you need to do is you place your order. If your order's over $100, then please send me a message. You can message me here through the messages, or you can message me via my email. Either way, whatever's easiest for you, and let me know which of the stamp sets you would like. Okay, I'm going to send 1 stamp set out for every order over $100. So that's hopefully something that is good for everyone. All the stamp sets are used, but they're in good condition. So so I'm hoping that people will be able to take advantage of that. If you're putting an order in over $100, you might as well get something extra in there as well, I figure. And it helps me get rid of some retiring stamps. So go through the pictures. I think I put 21 or around 20 sets so far up. I'll add more if we need to, but believe me, I have plenty of retiring stuff here that I could throw in there, but at the moment I'm focusing on stamps, and I've tried to pick ones that aren't part of bundles that I own the dies or punches for, so that those ones I'm keeping together still here, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet, but anyone who wants to take advantage of the stamps that I've put up, you certainly can do that. For every order over $100, you'll get to pick 1 stamp set. Okay, so now of course, up until now, the light coming through my window has been great, and just at this time I really probably need to pick a different time of day to go live, because this is the time that the sun decides to come straight in full on my face. So I'm actually going to switch over to the camera view, and we'll adjust that and make sure that that's nice and easy for everyone to see. And we're going to start with the catalogue. I do have some prizes and giveaways today as well, some in each video that I do. So definitely 2 videos at this stage. I will do. I'll do a 3rd one tonight, and then we'll see whether I might do at least 1 tomorrow as well. Okay, so I hope everyone is well. I hope you're all keeping safe wherever you are, and hopefully enjoying some crafting time if you can find the time for that. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to switch this phone around and put the phone in the holder, so give me a moment while I do that. Okay, can everyone see my desk okay? All right, if I need to get in closer, I will. Everyone should be able to see this catalogue. I'm going to pull the blind over and see if I can get rid of that shadow somewhat. Is that better? Let's see. Okay. Hey there, Nikki, Bronwyn. Hi Barb, how are you doing? Any questions, please let me know as we go through. I'm going to try and watch the comments and so forth. Has everyone watching got a catalogue? If you don't have a catalogue, you can go online onto my if you hit the shop now button, you can also access all the products there. But as for a copy of the catalogue, I'm just thinking, if you go on to stampinup.com.au, you'll be able to access a copy of the PDF version of the catalogue there. Hi Linda, how are you doing? Very exciting day. new catalogue day. So I'm going to focus on a few different suites, and I thought I'd focus on a different suite in each video. I am going to do a bit of a crossover, so because some of the suites are very complementary to each other. So the one I wanted to focus on today is going to be the Forever Greenery suite. I'm going to make a really cool card with that. In fact, it's not even a green card, but something a little different. But I am going to also do a catalogue tour. Now you might notice I have actually been to Officeworks. This is the very first thing. I run down to Officeworks early in the catalogue period and get my catalogue spiral bound. All right, it costs about $5 or $6. And I also get a protective cover on the front and one on the back, and this just keeps them nicer for so much longer, especially if you're like me and you're going through your catalogues, leafing through them a lot. It also makes them easier because they flop open all the way. You haven't got to worry about you know, the what would you call it, I can't even think, but anyway, you won't have to worry about there being a dent in the middle because you've got your pages on the spiral. So like every catalogue, we have got a lot of things at the front that allow us to focus. You might notice on this page here where it's got all the tools, these are also our new ink colours for 2020 to 2022. So hey there Pam, how are you? Nice to see you. So yeah, these are the new ink colours, and you're going to see lots of things in those colours: ribbons, blends, markers, cardstock, inks, all kinds of things. And you can see they've focused on them here again. So quite often at the beginning of the catalogues, that's where you will see a lot of the ink colours, because they're wanting to show them to you, because it's our first look at them really. So it's exciting to have them and see all the different things you can do with them, and also see the combinations, how well they look together. So I'm actually going to, even though I've got my spiral bound catalogue here, I'm going to grab my other catalogue, which is right here. And the reason why is because this is the one with all the flags. Does anyone else's catalogue look like mine? I think this is a really great idea. Get yourself some little flags and go through and mark the pages that you love. I haven't purchased everything that has flags on it yet. I've picked out the things I think I need to have the earliest. So I'm actually going to put my spiral bound one away for a moment and focus on this one. Because this helps me to know all the things that that I particularly love. So I went through this morning and ordered a lot of the things that I have flags on. Like I've just ordered the Simply Citrus kit because I love it. I just think the colours and everything in here are beautiful. I would like to know, for my first giveaway this morning, I would like to know if anybody has a favourite bundle. I'd like you to name your favourite bundle and tell me what page of the catalogue it's on. So in the comments, go through, work out what is your favourite bundle and tell me the page number. And I'm going to be giving a prize to one person. I'll randomly draw all the people out, and I'll do that after the end of the call. It's hard to do while I'm on the call, but I have a little thing, random.org, that allows me to put in the number of people who've entered, and then it randomly picks a number, and then I will be sending out a little prize to somebody who has had a go at that little competition. And I'm just deciding, I've got a number of items here that I think are really nice as gifts to send out to people. I'm thinking I've got several ink colours here. I'm going to pick out this colour is called Magenta Madness. So I'm going to send out a roll of Magenta Madness ribbon to somebody who does that. Oh, Kathy, lovely you. That's really good. That goes with the punch. So you can pick a punch and stamp set bundle, or you can pick a... Oh, thank you, Bronwyn, for posting the link to the catalogue. If anyone's watching, Bronwyn's just posted a link to the catalogue PDF for everyone who hasn't got a copy of the catalogue sitting in front of them. So, so I'm going to be sending out the Magenta Madness ribbon to one of the people who has a little guess at the bundle and the stamps and punches or stamps and die bundles. That's pretty cool. I know some of these, hopefully these are your favorites. I know there's a lot of things in here that you can do with a lot of the different bundles. I've got a few favorite bundles. Something else I'm going to tell you today is my must-have items, and I'm going to be creating with one of my must-have items in this video very shortly, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so as you can see, I've gone through and I've marked all my favorites. And yes, the jar of flowers, Sharon, you just mentioned that one. The jar of flowers, which is the jar punch that matches this flowers jar of flowers stamp set. I have been creating with this one already, and there's some really cool things. There's also later in the catalogue some cute little mason jars that actually fit into the hole of the punch. So let me see if they've used one here. There's one here in this picture. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but in here you can see they've actually used one of the jars, and it fits in through. It's a little mason jar. It's got adhesive around the edges, and you can put bits and pieces in it. You can actually stamp inside it, but you can also add actual items. So I've got some plans for those when another set arrives a little bit later, and I'm going to be showing you what I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with that. That's really cute. I've got a plan for it. So as you go through, these are some of my favorites that I've already got. Kathy, you mentioned the Lovely You bundle, which is this stamp set, which has got all these great words and little flowers and leaves and things, and this really cute thing here called a pick a punch. In one of my videos today, I'm going to show you my tips on using this punch. It does do some really cool things. If anyone was watching my video, my Facebook Live, I think it was last week, I had a bit of a fail with the punch, and I've worked out why. So if anyone is interested in seeing some tips on how to get this to work really well for you, watch that video later. Now, this is another of my absolute favorite suites, and fantastic for masculine cards. It's called World of Good, and it's got all these beautiful textured world themed items in it, which is kind of funny at the moment, seeing as we can't travel anywhere, hey, but at least we can still dream about it, and we can still you know, we can still use these and wish we could travel. The papers are beautiful. I'll be showing those to you a bit later. Really, really lovely things. I put little tags on things that I don't have yet. I love this leaf set, but I haven't ordered it. It's beautiful though. I wonder if anyone else is thinking they'd like to order that one. I think the Playful Pets are going to be really popular. I haven't ordered them yet. I love the paper, and I really, really love these little trinkets. Can you see them? Little silver bones and hearts. I think they're really, really cute. But pet lovers are going to love this stuff. I think they're really, really cute, and I love that we've actually got a little pussycat here. He's gorgeous. And my pussycat is actually in this room right now. He's actually over in front of the heater because it's a cold day, and there's a little patch of sunlight, and of course he's in the patch of sunlight. This one, you may have already seen me using this. I can show you a whole bunch of cards I've made with this already. It's called Blossoms in Bloom. It is one of our more expensive bundles. So it's the stamp set and the matching dies in both a detailed die and a not so detailed die to go with these, and they're absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with those. Where else will I skip over? I've just ordered this one this morning, the postage stamp punch, and this matching set. That's a bundle too, and I'm looking forward to playing around with that. Alright, this one I just ordered today. It is the Peony Garden Suite. Absolutely beautiful. Soft, really, really pretty colours. These are really my colours. Grey granite and basic grey, and the petal pink. Oh my goodness, that's just beautiful. And I love the little embellishments and the shimmery grey granite ribbon that goes with them. So just beautiful. And they've got some gorgeous beautiful samples here. So these are on their way, so you can be sure I will be creating with those very, very shortly. What else did I have marked off here? Now this one, this was the very first thing I put on my order today. Nothing's better than, and you can have coffee, cocktails, cookies or chocolate, and there's lots and lots of fun things that you can do with these. So stay tuned. As soon as that arrives, I cannot wait to create with it. I think it's going to be a heap of fun. This is actually what they call a $1 million set, and the $1 million sets have been created by our high level achievers. So this is in so far I think it's only girls in the UK. Oh no, we have someone in New Zealand. We have Jack in New Zealand who's hit the $1 million mark, and then girls in the US, and I think there's 1 or 2 in Germany who've hit that $1 million mark. And when you hit the $1 million mark, you get to design your own stamp set. No, I'm not there yet, but one of these days I will be. I'm more than halfway. How about that? So that is my plan, to get to the $1 million make and design my own set. I wonder what I will design. Something, don't know, something exciting. Have lots of time to think about it. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon. Now, I didn't order the stamp set, but I've bought these. They're on their way, the alphabet dies, which I thought were really good value. They're only $59 for the alphabet dies, or $78.25 for the bundle with this stamp set. I didn't get the stamp set because I didn't think I needed that. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I did get the alphabet dies, and I want these numbers as well. Haven't got them yet. The birdies I like, and the All Things Fabulous roses I like, but I haven't got them yet. So there's a lot of things that I've had to hold off because even I can't afford to get everything at once. I did get this bundle. Okay, this is a really nice set of wreath dies that goes with this, and I liked it because it has lots of different occasions. So you've got Christmas, Easter, Happy Heart Day, could be anything. I suppose it's meant to be Valentine's, but you really could use it anyway. There's a give thanks and there's a best wishes. This is so versatile, and there's 2 different beautiful wreaths in the dies, and they've got some really nice samples here, okay, to give you some ideas. So really, really cool. I often, at Easter time, I don't really make Easter cards, but a few times people have asked me, you know, what about Easter? Have you got anything for Easter? And this to me is a really versatile set, so I thought it was a good one for me to have. But the main thing that I really couldn't wait to order today was the new ink colours. So we have the 5 new ink colours that I've already showed you earlier, and we have some really, really cool different things that we can do with those colours. The colours pop up quite a bit in a number of the different paper packs and different suites. I did order the Artistry Blooms really, really bright. If you love bright colours, this paper is going to be for you. I've already got the Flowers for Every Season. I got the Forever Greenery already, and I'm about to show that to you actually. This is another of my must-have items here. This paper is called In Good Taste, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is a double paper pack, so it's not your normal $20 or $25. It's $37 because you get double the number of pages in it, and it's just filled with lots and lots of different textures. So it goes with so many different things. I'm pretty excited about that one, and I've already been using it lots. The peony papers I've mentioned before, I love them. I did get those. We've already got the Ornate Garden stuff, which we've had for a little while now. This is the World of Good that we mentioned before. There's a new foil colour in the World of Good. The foil colour is brass, and that's going to be quite popular. It's definitely different to gold. It's shinier than gold too. Which one's on your wish list too, Sharon? There's a whole bunch of different things, isn't there? And then these lovely dotty papers, these 2 paper packs here, these ones are in all the different colour families. So if you have a particular family that you want things to go with, these are a good investment because they'll go with everything in your colour families. So they're really, really cool. The rest of the stuff is sort of spread out and it's a little tricky to see. But what I am going to show you now is the Forever Greenery set, which is on page... Let me find it. I'm still getting used to where everything is. It's you know, I've gone too far. So I have a couple of different things here that I really wanted to show you. First of all, I have There it is. Okay, so it's on page 108 is where you'll find the Forever Greenery stuff. And one of my must-have items that I think is really great for every kind of crafter is here, the Forever Gold Laser Cut Specialty Paper. Now, if you're looking on page 108, arrange a wreath. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love it. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Tina. Hey, girls. I agree. I think the wreath set will be really versatile. And I kind of noticed it. It's not a Christmas set as such, but it's going to be good for Christmas. It'll be good for lots of different occasions. So I think it's a really, really cool set. Now, on page 108, if you guys want to turn there, we have the Forever Greenery set. And underneath the samples and things, there's like a description of what's in the suite. Now, what they've done with the suites is the same as they've done the last couple of catalogues. You can pick and choose which items you want, but if you want the whole lot, instead of having to sit there and put in each item code separately, there is a code for everything. So if you wanted all of it, you could just put in the code 154143 and it'll be $183.25 for the lot. Okay, so that's a really cool way to go. Let me pull out. It does tell you under here what page individually, if you want to get a closer look at any of these items, where you'll find them. So the Forever Gold Laser Cut Paper, which I want to show you now, is on page 152. So if you want a better look at that, I mean, they've shown you here in samples, you can see it used, but down here, can you see it there? I'll just pull it here. Here is a better look at the specialty paper. All right, now there are 6 sheets. And there's 3 each of 2 different designs. So I'm going to pull mine out. I've actually already started chopping mine up, but it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm actually going to pull the curtain back again because the sun is not as bright right now, so might be able to get a better look at it. So there are all these different sheets, and you just pop them out. They're already cut for you. And there's wreaths in here as well. Oops, I just dropped one on the floor. And you can see they just pop out. And they are gold. However, you can also use the back if you want to use the back of them. So you don't have to have the gold side. You could colour them to be any colour, or you could use them white as well. Alright, that's one sheet. Let me flip it over. There are layers of tissue paper in between each panel. And you can see here's the second one, which is covered in card fronts. And these are really, really beautiful. Okay, I love them. There's really intricate designs, some repeated patterns, and then there's also some leaves and bits and pieces. So let me pull out. And you can see how easy they come out. So if I wanted to use this one, for example, or this one, I could go either way, but let's pull that one out. You just got to handle them carefully, but because of the layers of tissue paper, that stops them snagging each other and they keeps them separate. So don't pull the tissue paper out. It's there to stop that from happening. Alright, so and then we go back to page 108 again, where all the rest of the Forever Greenery stuff is. You'll see there's a few other things. I don't have the hoops yet. They've given us some examples here of the hoops. You can see them here. There's one there. They're really, really pretty, and I hadn't got them originally because my vision didn't really understand how best to use them. Now I'm starting to see them everywhere, and I've decided I love them, so I needed to have them. So the stamps are these. You can get a better look at the stamps on the following page if you want to see them. See them here? Now, these are what they call distinctive stamps. I'm just going to move this a little bit and see if we can get away from that shadow. That's better. These are distinctive stamps, and they're called distinctive because when you stamp them, you get the dark and the light coming through in the stamp design. It's really, really beautiful, and it's something that Stampin' Up! Does very, very well. Not all stamps have this, but if you see a little symbol, I'll show you here, that says distinctive. See the little green distinctive there? Or over here there's one on this stamp set different stamp set altogether, but just to show you as an example, there's another distinctive dot there as well. Alright, so bring that back in. So they are, to me, some of my favourite stamps are these distinctive ones. I'm just going to move that for a second. These are also part of the suite. This is a set. They come together, and this is the new mini size of the embossing folders. So these still go through your regular embossing machine, whatever you have. They go through just fine, but they will also go through our new mini machine. Now the machines haven't been released yet. They're in the catalogue, but they're not actually available in the country just yet. We've got a few items that have been held up, and we kind of understood that that was likely. But I think these are beautiful. They will go through both your mini and your normal machines. So they are a pack of 2. I've used this one here did I bring that card over? No, I didn't. But I have used these ones. I haven't used these ones yet with the little leaves on, the little repeating leaves, but that's my plan to use those. And here are the dies. I think these are lovely. Okay, you can see it's a big die set. Alright, I love these big leaves. These are just beautiful. Now, the card we're going to do today is this one. This is the one I'm wanting to work with, and you might be able to see I've used one of these pieces, but I didn't use this one. I used the finer detail one. I'm going to use this one this time just for something different. I'm actually using them with the reverse side showing, so you can go with the gold. Don't worry if it seems like a waste, at least there's lots of pieces in the pack. And I'm going to actually use the reverse side because I just thought that was really pretty. I could use the gold. If you wanted to go with gold, you could, but I liked the white in this case. And I've already gone ahead. I've used this embossing folder for the background. Now this is from a different bundle. This one you'll find on page 122. It's called In Good Taste. And this is the one that matches with those beautiful papers. So if you turn to page 122, you'll see the In Good Taste suite. Here it is. Absolutely beautiful. And the items, there's only 4 items in this suite, so it's a less expensive suite if you were looking at getting all of it. So you've got the Tasteful Touches stamps. They're these ones over here with that beautiful flower you've probably seen me using quite a bit. And the labels, In Good Taste Designer Series paper, the labels dies, and also this embossing folder called Tasteful Textile, which is really nice. And then the In Good Taste elements. Now the In Good Taste elements are these wooden elements, which you'll also find on page 168. 158, beg your pardon. They're here as well, okay, and they've got great leaves and bits and pieces. I really, really like them. So I want to show you a couple of different ways that I've used some bits of the gold laser cut paper. I've used it on a few. So this is with that Tasteful Touches stamp set. I've used the rose, and I've actually got some of these little guys coming out from behind. I made this one on a Facebook Live last week, so some of you may have already seen this one. Yes, some of us might need to win lotto. I'm a little bit the same. Thankfully, my own purchases also go towards my sales, so I can justify it very, very easily. Now this one here, this is using one of the gold sides. In fact, it's actually this one, this exact one, and I've got it there where I've just adhered it down with a little bit of Tombow adhesive. And I've also used this little guy here. Now this is from the Forever Greenery, so it's part of the suite as well. The Forever Greenery ribbons. Okay, it's a ribbon pack, and these are the 2 that are in the pack. You have this vanilla. It's almost cheesecloth, this fabric kind of, and it's very, very soft to work with. So if you're tying ribbons, you'll find it really is very, very nice. In fact, let's just show you how easily it ties. So it's almost a little bit floppy, so it makes it super, super simple. to get a nice bow. You just adjust your, see how nice and nice that ties? I like to make them small so I can kind of, these are rounded out. But isn't that nice? It's a beautiful bow because it's lovely and soft. Like I said, like cheesecloth. But that's part of it. And the other part is the gold twine. You see that there? So on my card today, I use the gold twine. Can you see it? And when you cut this, the ends fray. It's meant to, don't be alarmed by that. The ends kind of fan out. And I think that looks really, really pretty. So let's make our card. I think it's time. And at the end of the video, that's when I'm going to go back through all the comments where people have nominated their favourite bundle and what page those are on. And I'm going to pick a winner from those people. Okay. So I've got my pieces already ready to go. I've already run my, this is grey granite, this colour, and I've already run that through the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, this one here. There it is. I'm going to fold my Whisper White paper in half. Grab a bone folder. I'm trying to not have this too much on an angle, so I hope everyone can see that okay, but also trying to keep out of this shadow, which is really annoying. Anyway, I have got some grey granite, just making sure it's the right colour, grey granite, and I'm just going to zip around with a sponge, zip around the outside. It doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but it does sort of finish off the edges, and I do like sponging around the edges of my projects. Okay, who's missing actual face-to-face classes? Anybody? Right, so that's going to end up on here. In fact, we can actually go ahead and stick that straight on. I'll do it at the end. So there's my piece. Now I want to actually attach my piece. I could, like I say, go with the gold. Maybe for this one I'll go with the gold. What do you think? Does anyone have any preference? Gold? Is the gold too much, do we think? Or shall we go with the white? They both look good, don't they? Anyone have a preference? Now, while I'm deciding on this, I'm just going to go with the white side this time. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of sponge here, and I'm actually going to, some of you may have seen me do this before, on really intricate pieces. Yeah, I'm going to go with the white, and everyone's saying white too, so yep. Alright, so what I've got here is a bit of Tombow, and I'm popping it on a sponge, and I'm going to put this sponge in a Ziploc bag when I'm done, and keep it just for this purpose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to run my sponge. I should be doing this on a silicone mat. I think I did the same thing last time and thought about it afterwards. I'll need to change my paper because I'm going to have sticky bits on here. So now that's given me enough stick to put this down in the middle. Let me line it up. And that will stick really nicely without having to individually go over every piece. If there are any pieces that get lifted up, like there's a leaf there that didn't stick, I'm just going to add a bit of Tombow under that. I just like that method of doing it, and then keep your sponge in a Ziploc bag. Okay, so we've got the white. All right. Now, in the interests of time, because I don't want to be cutting and doing things, I've already gone ahead and cut this this piece. Now, this is from the Tasteful Touches So let me show you those really quickly. They're called Tasteful Labels is what they're called. This matches that other Tasteful Touches stamp set, and you can see there's some really nice stitched edge labels, and some of them have got stitched edges, some of them have got other little bits and pieces. So I've already gone ahead and cut one of those with this one here. So that's that size. Right. That's that size. Okay, that one. So I wanted one that was fairly simple, not too big. I didn't want it to be overwhelming. And then I've also got I'm going to use Mossy Meadow ink. Mossy Meadow is one of my favorite colors, definitely my favorite green these days. Let's find this stamp here. This one says, "To a friend that makes me smile," which is a really good size for that label. Pop that on there. I'm going to ink up my Mossy Meadow ink. And I'm going to position that over to the right hand side. So not in the middle, I'm going to the right hand side of my label. Can you see that? And I'm going to actually add some dimensionals to the back of this. Just 2 is fine. If I would like to zip around this piece with my grey granite, you certainly can do that as well to highlight it a little bit. That's the same sponge that we went around the grey granite piece before. And I'm going to position that over here on the right hand side, just like that. Now, these stamps are really lovely, and I'm using this one and this one. This one to me looks like berries, and I think it's really, really pretty. So I've got the green again, same color green, Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to pop that. Doesn't matter if you overstamp, because we're going to be chopping it with the Big Shot anyway, or your die cutting machine. I shouldn't say Big Shot anymore because we don't sell those. Not anymore, not for a long time now. And this one. Now I can just stamp this straight. If you want to, you could also use the, use a marker and colour in the leaves if you want to. But, sorry, not the leaves, the stems. But I'm going to be hiding a lot of this anyway behind. And so we do, of course, have, we can put these through our Big Shot. Just pop them, line them up. And there's that one. And run them through. Okay, very simple to do. But I don't need to do that right now because, of course, magic of television, I have done this earlier, so we don't have to do it now. And here they are. Alright, can everyone see those okay? So I'm going to position this one here like that, and what I want to do is I want to have it stuck on this side, and I have the stem stuck down. You might notice I'm using snail. We have a new adhesive coming, but it isn't actually available. I was hoping it would be available today, but it's not yet. It's called Stampin' Seal. As soon as it becomes available, I'll let you guys know. Alright, so I'm putting this here on the side. I've got a dimensional under here, and I might put one under here as well, because I want it to sit at the same height as the label. Okay, now this little guy here, I'm going to add a, will I add a glue dot? Look, I can add a glue dot, or I could add, yeah, actually a glue dot would be best. I'm just going to pop the glue dot behind there, and I'm going to pop this, because our label is lifted up, I can put that in behind as well. go, just like that. So you can see this is actually a really simple little card. I'm going to add some Tombow to the back. The thing I love about all these sets, because everything coordinates together so beautifully, you don't need to be all that clever. Everyone's going to think you are, but you actually don't need to be. Now, where did I put my card base? Here it is. Now, when we come back at 2 o'clock, I won't have the sun coming in through the window like this. It's a better time of day for videoing, actually. I've been discovering this. I think it changes with the seasons too. Now, on my original, I added one of the, remember I showed you the greenery pack and it included this beautiful gold trim, and I thought that looked really pretty. Just for something different, if I can find it, we have another, here it's fallen on the floor. This is from a different pack. This is, I think this is the Flowers for All Seasons. Let me double check. I think it is. So on page one, yes, Flowers for Every Season. Here on page 161, you can see it's a 3 combo ribbon pack. So you've got your Just Jade gingham ribbon, some white linen ribbon, and the sparkly midnight misty moonlight twine. Those are really pretty, and I have actually got some of that white ribbon already tied here because it's really pretty, and I'm going to use that on here this time instead. So you can go with the, you can tell me which one you like the best. How about that? So there is something really important I do need to let you know. If you love any of the bundles, and if you do have a wish list that is a mile long, do think about joining as a demonstrator, because right now it's only $169 and you get to pick a free bundle. So you get $235 worth of stuff for $169 and a free bundle of your choice. That's stamps and dies or stamps and punches. Okay, one or the other. Any one bundle for free. And I think that's a pretty cool deal. And then, of course, ongoing, you get 20% off, minimum 20% off all your orders. So there you go. I've got 2 cards now. I've got one with the gold twine, which I think is pretty, and one with the white ribbon. Which do you like the best? What do you think? Do we have a favourite? I think these are beautiful. So just showing off a few other things. As I said, this stamp set, some of the paper in the background here, this is the Forever Greenery DSP, which is just beautiful. Let me show that to you quickly. I've got all these things here at my, I've got a very small desk and I've got everything kind of next to me down on the floor because there's nowhere else to put it. So this is the Forever Greenery paper. You can see I've already been through and chopped it up a bit, but there are some beautiful papers in this paper pack. This is the one that I used on that other card I showed you. Aren't they nice? So lots and lots of green, and it's amazing how all the greens look really lovely together. Sometimes greens can be tricky, they don't always look good together, but they've done a really great job. And they've also added in a bit of pretty peacock, which is a blue green in my book, in with the other greens, and that looks amazing. See, there's all of our different greens together in the stripes. I think these are lovely. I've made a few cards with them now, which I'm actually quite pleased with. Grabbing for you. This is that folder I told you about before, and I've used it here on the Just Jade, that new colour, and this is the Just Jade gingham ribbon. I made this one in a Facebook Live recently, so some of you may have seen that. And this is another one, just really simple card. I used the Just Because from the lovely You stamp set, and I've used a bit of the Just Jade ribbon and some of the Just Jade in colour enamel dots, and then I put some of the stripy paper in the background. So that's a really simple card, but that paper is just so striking. I think it's really nice. What do you think, guys? How did we go? I do have, like I said, one person. I'm going to check back when this video is over. If you wanted to put, it's not too late, if you want to put in the comments that your favorite bundle and what page it's on in the catalogue. If you put that in the comments, I'll be picking one person. In a few minutes from now, I'm going to draw that. Okay, so one person will be getting that, and I'll announce who it is. So stay tuned over the course of today, because I'm going to have more videos for you and more things that I'm posting. Don't forget, if you have an order going in that's over $100, you can pick from the retiring sets that I've already posted pictures of, and those are free, completely free. I'll be sending those out separate to your order, because your order comes straight from the warehouse, but the retiring sets will be coming from me, so they'll go out this week. Also, I have the special that I mentioned before about the pick a free bundle. So lots and lots of cool things. Now also, if your order is over $400, or if there's a couple of you and you bundle them together and get an order over $400, there's extra host benefits this month as well. There's just so much happening, and it's all pretty exciting. So really, really excited to share a lot of these bits and pieces with you. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day here on the Central Coast, and I'll be back with another card for you at 2 o'clock. So stay tuned. See you soon. Bye.